Chapter 11 of Fairy Stories My Children Love Best of All. The Scarlet Blanket. A peddler was toiling along a dusty road, carrying his pack on his back, when he saw a donkey grazing by the wayside. "Good day, friend," said he. "If you have nothing to do, perhaps you would not mind carrying my load for me a little way." "What will you give me?" asked the donkey. "I will give you 2 pieces of gold," answered the peddler. "Agreed," replied the donkey. So they journeyed on together in a very friendly manner. The donkey carried the peddler's pack, and the peddler walked by the donkey's side. After a time they met a raven who was looking for worms in the roadside. "Good morning, black friend," called out the donkey. "If you are going our way, come and sit on my back and drive away the flies." "What will you give me?" asked the raven. "I will give you 3 pieces of gold," answered the donkey. "Agreed," said the raven. So they went on in high good humor. The donkey carried the peddler's wares, and the raven sat on the donkey's back, driving away the flies. After a time they met a sparrow, and the raven called out, "Good day, little cousin. Do you want to earn some money? If so, bring me some worms from the bank as we go along, for I have had no breakfast, and I am very hungry." "What will you give me?" asked the sparrow. "I will give you 4 pieces of gold," answered the raven. "Very well," said the sparrow, and so on they went, the donkey carrying the peddler's pack, and the raven keeping the flies away from the donkey, and the sparrow bringing worms to the raven. Soon they saw in the distance a good-sized town. The peddler took some shawls and blankets out of his pack and hung them over the donkey's back, so that the passers-by might see them and perhaps buy some of them. On top lay a small scarlet blanket. When the sparrow saw this gay scarlet blanket, he said to the peddler, "What will you take for that blanket? It looks like a good one. Name your price, and you shall have it, for I am badly in need of a blanket." "The price of the blanket is 5 pieces of gold," said the peddler. "That seems to me to be too dear," said the sparrow. "I don't mind giving you 4. "Agreed," said the peddler, and he chuckled to himself, "Now I shall be able to pay the donkey." The sparrow flew to the raven's side and whispered in his ear, "Please to pay me the 4 pieces of gold you owe me, for we are coming to a town and I must be going back." "4 pieces of gold? No, that is really too much for bringing me a few worms," said the raven. "But I will give you 3, and you shall have them at once." So he bent down over the donkey's ear and whispered, "Friend, it is time you paid me the 3 pieces of gold you promised me, for the peddler will stop at this town." "On thinking it over," said the donkey, "I have made up my mind that 3 pieces of gold are a great deal too much to give you for driving a few flies away. You must have known that I was only joking when I said it, but I will let you have 2. Then the donkey turned to the peddler, saying, "Now, good sir, your 2 pieces of gold, if you please." "In a moment," replied the peddler, and turning to the sparrow said, "I really must have the money for the blanket at once." "So you shall," answered the sparrow, and cried angrily to the raven, "I want my money now, and cannot wait." "In an instant," answered the raven, and again whispered to the donkey, "Why can't you pay me honestly? I should be ashamed of trying to slip out of my debts in this way." "I won't keep you waiting a second," said the donkey. "Come, Mr. Peddler, give me my money. For shame to cheat a poor beast like me." Then the peddler said to the sparrow, "Pay me for my blanket, or I'll wring your neck." And the sparrow cried to the raven, "Give me my money, or I'll peck out your eyes." And the raven croaked to the donkey, "If you don't pay me, I'll bite off your ears." And the donkey again cried to the peddler, "You dishonest wretch, pay me my money, or I'll kick you across The road!" And they made such an uproar outside the walls of the town that an officer came out to see what it was all about. Each turned to him and began to complain loudly of the other. "You are a set of rogues and vagabonds," said the officer. "Come with me." So he led them straight to the marketplace, where the mayor sat holding court. "Now whom have we here?" cried the mayor. "A peddler, a donkey, a raven, and a sparrow, a set of worthless vagabonds. Let us hear what they have to say for themselves." Then the peddler began to complain of the sparrow, and the sparrow of the raven, and the raven of the donkey, and the donkey of the peddler. The mayor did not pay much attention to them, but he eyed the peddler's pack, and at last said, "You are a set of good-for-nothing fellows. I order that the peddler be locked up in the prison, that the donkey be soundly beaten, and that the raven and the sparrow have their tail feathers pulled out. As for the blanket, it seems to me to be the only good thing in the whole matter. I cannot let you keep the cause of such a disturbance, so I will take it for myself. Officer, lead the prisoners away." End of chapter 11.